Hello and welcome back to Ruby's story. It's been a while since we've checked in with her. She is currently resting up on this rock. Wondering, what exactly happened to her family. She has spent the last few days searching for them because she has not heard them in the area. The scent posts are still there, but their scent is very weak. It's just, she's not smelling them anywhere. And she's beginning to think the worst has happened to her family pack. She's very tired from her searching. I think she's going to wake up, do a little howl, and see if they might have returned to the area. It sounds like there are a lot of dispersals in the area. She does not hear anybody from her family pack, and judging by the now neutral territory, this is no longer even owned by her family pack. She's pretty sure something bad happened to them. She would appreciate some of this breakfast. And that mountain lion was scared off pretty quickly. I do apologize that it's been so long since we've been able to check in with Ruby. I was pretty sick for a couple of weeks there, and then I was supposed to record her episode yesterday, but I did not get to because we ended up not being home all day. It's like the Lake Como female is also coming for a bite of that carcass, and Ruby isn't going to put up a big fight about it. I was gonna say, unless she's wanting to put up a fight. I think Ruby would like to go check in on Boreal and see if anybody is ready to court in the Cottonwood Creek pack. Take a look at territory. Yeah. Jade's territory is really fading. The other packs are already, starting to make their way in. So things will probably be getting a little bit more dangerous for Ruby here soon. Let's take a look at the known wolves tab. So as you can see, Magnus and Citrine are now dispersals, so I'm hoping that Ruby can run into them at some point. She obviously would not know that they are still around. But yeah, the rest of her pack has died. So we did meet a female from the Buffalo Fork pack, so we should probably name her. Let's find Boreal. He was in Cottonwood Creek. So it looks like Boreal, Arwen, and Quivern are still over in Cottonwood Creek. None of them have dispersed yet, so not looking very good. Let's take a look at our quest. So complete quest by getting a mate. Time remaining to find a mate. So we are definitely on a time schedule to find a mate. So yeah, I do think that Ruby is probably going to spend the day meeting others, and, you know, like I said, she will check in on Boreal as well, but she's going to have to start meeting the others and considering other options if Boreal is just not going to work out. Sounds like there are some this way. Yeah, that's the one that was at the carcass. I do think that Magnus and Citrine are going to show up as a non-courtable white icon. But the other female dispersals will also show up like that too, so I think I almost said Jade. Ruby is going to have to just kind of, you know, keep her nose to the wind and, you know, see what the scents are telling her. I think we are heading towards Cottonwood, right? Yeah, we need to head a little bit to the west. I think as we head to the west, we will, you know, if there's a dispersal in the area, I think Ruby will take a minute to go say hi and see who it is. Well, the scents are coming from that direction. Doesn't sound like these guys were too far away, so we should be able to spot them in the open plain somewhere, you would think. Now the the ones we were going for don't want to held back. There they are. There they are. Ruby is very curious who these ones are over here. I think I might see him over here. Maybe. Or it's a bush. Nope. It's Dingo from the benchmark pack. Looks like a 3-star male. Looks like he might be collared. He's hiding behind a bush. Definitely more skittish. Hello, Dingo. He's very skittish for sure, and I don't know that Ruby would find that very attractive. She's a very bold, confident wolf herself, and yeah, she already feels bored of him. It's definitely not Boreal. I think Boreal and Arwen amuse Ruby very much. And who knows, Arwen might grow on her. I mean, he is from the Cottonwood Creek pack, and in Jade's story, she does take a mate from the Cottonwood Creek pack, so that might be a route that maybe she would want to take. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Should Ruby take Arwen as a mate if she can't get Boreal? I don't think she was particularly interested in Arwen, but she's had so many run-ins with him before that, you know, maybe. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. It's the bear den over here. I wonder if Ruby has found it yet. I can't remember if she has or not. And she has not. Surprised there's not a bear around it at the moment. The sun is kind of right in that just right spot. Looks very nice. Let's see if we can't get just a normal walking picture of Ruby under that sun. Dispersal scent over here. Female dispersals from the Centennial pack, it looks like. Not something that Ruby would be wanting to follow. Oh, that's so pretty. Ruby coming from Jade. You know, Jade always took the time to enjoy the moment, take in the sights, take in the smells, and I think that would definitely rub off on Ruby a little bit. Like, she might not appreciate them as much as Jade, but I do think that it's going to play a little bit of a part, you know, especially with her mom and her family pack no longer being around. I think it would make Ruby think about them, and you know, when there is a sight to see, I think it would definitely remind her of her mom. And I think more so than her just enjoying the sight, I think for Ruby it would be her sitting down to remember her family and the time that she had with them. There are some more dispersals over here. Ruby does not hear Cottonwood Creek Pack anywhere in the area, even though she is in their territory right now. Must be down here somewhere. Ruby doesn't mind coming down to the river. It's like I said, it's definitely a place that reminds her of her family. Probably not the smartest thing to be howling in Cottonwood Creek territory, but she was pretty sure she heard some dispersals coming from this way. And now they don't want to answer her. She's actually feeling pretty tired. She might go ahead and rest up here. It's like a good resting spot. I think the sun is going down too. Let's get a laying down picture real quick. And sleep. I know. We are going to risk that because we're looking for them anyways. Alright, so you guys might be wondering how we got here, and let's just pause for a moment, shall we? Ruby. Alright, we're gonna pause for just a second. So Ruby fell asleep on the cliff. Got woken up right after she fell asleep. Obviously my record button decided not to work. Boreal is the one who showed up, and it was just him, and he chased her off. Ruby got out of their territory, and it left her feeling very sad. You know, her hopes got up when it was just Boreal. She hoped that, you know, him being on his own without his brother Arwen, she would have a better chance of being able to court him. And Boreal is just obviously not interested in her. So she is feeling a little bit lost, a little bit alone. And, you know, she doesn't know what happened to her family, and now Boreal is not wanting to... The wolf she loves does not have the same feelings towards her, so she is not able to make a pack with him. So she ran off. She got a good nap in. She howled, and she heard another dispersal, and it brought her to this boy right here, Yukon. And Yukon is much bolder than Dingo. He was immediately like interested. He came up to her pretty easily. Ruby was instantly intrigued with him. And, you know, they did a little courtship here, and she convinced him to get to know her better. They sniffed noses for a minute, and we got a neat little picture of the two of them. I was saying that his coloring kind of reminds me a little bit of Malachite. He is definitely smitten with her. Ruby is very interested in Yukon here. He's got a lovely howl. And oh yeah, and this other dispersal came and interrupted, so Ruby attacked him. And this boy right here also was like growling and like getting them to go off. So they kind of chased the other dispersal off that was interrupting. And I am so sorry that you guys missed all that, because my record button again decided not to record, and I again forgot to double check that it was indeed recording. So I decided that for all that, we were going to end right here on this note, because I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think Ruby should do. Do you think she should accept this Yukon male that she is very she's very intrigued by, and you know, he is obviously very into her? Or do you think maybe she should try and get Arwen from the Cottonwood Creek pack, because she did take a mate from the Cottonwood Creek pack. Oh, there's the wolf we fought off right there. Yeah, so he's like growling and stuff too. I can't even bite it anymore. So yeah, anyways, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So we are going to end here. You guys let me know what you think Ruby should do and who she should take as a mate, because Boreal is obviously not going to work out. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with me. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you are new. If you're already subscribed, thank you again so much. Be sure to post in the comments what you think Ruby should do. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, bye-bye!